Well, yeah, no, yeah. Oh, hey guys, I didn't see you there. You're probably here for the Eternals, probably wondering who they are, what they are. Well, guys, strap on in because this is one for the books. Hey guys, welcome back to the Higher Volume. I'm Josh. You're probably here because you want to know more about the Eternals. Well, here it is. Marvel just announced that they're doing their very first Eternals movie for November 2020. And people were asking me, they're like, hey Josh, what's the Eternals? What's it all about? Well, let me tell you. The Eternals was created by Jack Kirby in 1976. Jack Kirby slated out a miniseries, basically where he had these Greek gods, these version of Greek gods for the Marvel Universe. And the series ended up being incomplete. Basically, what the Eternals are, they're a subspecies of humans created by gods, Marvel gods, the Celestials. If you don't know who the Celestials are, basically they're just creators of the universe. They create life, they create planets, they create animals, they created the dinosaurs. And basically what they wanted to do is they came down to Earth and they said, look, we're going to make humans, but we need something to protect these humans. So let's get some other humans, experiment on them, and create them to be stronger, more godlike. So they gave these humans godlike abilities and dubbed them the Eternals. And they said, all right, guys, you guys are the Eternals. You guys are going to protect the Earth from war, destruction, famine, all that. Well, so the story I'm going to be focusing on is Neil Gaiman's The Eternals. And basically that's the one I think that Marvel's going to go with because it's the more modern take. Neil Gaiman came up with the Eternals series for 2006. And basically in that one, all the Eternals, they had amnesia. They lost their memories due to Sprite, a member of the Eternals. And basically they're just trying to find their way. They're like, hey, we're actually gods, we have powers, are we supers, are we Avengers, what are we? Eventually they find out that they're these godlike creatures. They look like humans, but they're godlike, and they're basically like Superman. So they all band together, they try to get the band back together. You know, that cliche, let's get the band back together. And they all come together and they fight these evil forces called the Deviants, which are basically the evil version of the Eternals. See, the Celestials, they wanted to divide everything in threes. The humans, the Eternals, and the Deviants. Deviants are mutated Eternals. They're subspecies of the humans, but mutated. And they're basically like the demonic versions of them. And so when destruction goes on, the Eternals get back together, and they start learning more about their past, and they start getting their memory back, and eventually they go out and fight crime, fight this evil. Neil Gaiman stated in this book that this was the more modern take, that this was a bold take on it, because Jack Kirby, he never finished the series, and it was not very politically correct. A lot of things were racy, a lot of things were old-fashioned, so Neil Gaiman updated the whole series. Okay, so on to superpowers. Basically, the Eternals have godlike abilities, godlike powers. They have super hearing, super speed, super strength, super senses. They're all basically like Superman. They are unkillable. They are basically unkillable. They don't even need oxygen to survive. They could basically drink water and use that as their own oxygen. They are OP. These Eternals, they are beings that can't be stopped. Literally, the Avengers can't even stop them. No entity, no force can really stop these things. Maybe the Silver Surfer, but no other. And as for members, there are about 7 to 15 members. And Marvel at Comic-Con, they announced that 7 members will be in the Eternals movies, and here they are. So, first member is Richard Madden playing Icarus, also known as Ike. He's the leader of the Eternals. The way he got that position was by battling Thena, who is the other former leader of the Eternals. Now, Thena, played by Angelina Jolie, was the former leader of the Eternals. She is the cousin of Thanos, and Thanos is actually an Eternal. We've had an Eternal in this cinematic universe the entire time. The reason why Thanos is not really known as an Eternal is because he's mutated. He's deformed. He's more of a deviant. But Athena owns Athens in the Marvel Universe, and she's incredibly powerful, and she knows her way around about. Now, Liam McHugh, who is playing Sprite, who appears to be a young boy in the comics, but in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, they're changing it to a young girl, which I'm completely fine with. She can manipulate all kinds of matter, and she is on a TV show, which she plays a superhero kid. And the reason why she's on a TV show and nobody else is known for that is because she ended up wiping all of the memories from the Eternals. Now, Kumail Nanjiani is playing Kingo. He is basically an Eternal, but he actually isn't at the same time. See, he's part of the team, but he has no superpowers. He's actually just a master swordsman and kung fu fighter who was a producer on the show that Sprite is on. He's there for more comedic relief and comedic purposes, but he is a big asset to the team. Now, Selma Hayek is playing Ajak, aka known as Ajak the Greater. In the comics, she's actually a male, but they also changed her for the cinematic universe. And in the comics, she ended up committing suicide because she eventually found out that she slaughtered a bunch of the Eternals in the past. And now Lauren Ridloff is playing Macari, who in the comics is also a male character, but they changed her into a female character for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Macari has super speed, is very impatient, and none of the members on the Eternals take him or her seriously. And Brian Tyree Henry is playing Phastos. Basically, he is the wielder and the machine weapon maker of the Eternals. Basically, he can convert any machinery into a weapon. And he's really cool, and that's my boy. And lastly, Dong Sok Ma is playing Gilgamesh, actually, who is the Forgotten One. He's always mistaken for Gilgamesh, Hercules, Samson, and Beowulf. Those are the mythological heroes. This character has super strength. He's stronger than any member on the Eternals team and has super durability. His skin, you can't penetrate it. He's the strongest member on the team and went into hiding as a circus strongman because he needed to get away from the Eternals and the drama that ensued with it. And before I go, I just want to do a highly recommended book. That is The Eternals by Neil Gaiman. This one came out in 2006. Go to your local library, check it out, go to Amazon, buy it. It's great, and it's probably going to be the best take on the movie, and you'll understand it a lot more. I'm Josh. This is The Higher Volume. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, like and subscribe, and I'll see you later.